Hi there. Let's go through a brief overview of some of the exciting new features and enhancements available in Jamf Pro 11.9. We are pleased to announce that Jamf Pro 11.9 is compatible with the latest beta releases of Apple's upcoming operating systems. If your organization is testing the beta releases of macOS 15, iOS 18, iPadOS 18, tvOS 18, visionOS 2, or watchOS 11, you can now enroll and manage devices using these operating systems to ensure readiness for the full releases. We recommend that organizations like yours test these beta operating systems whenever possible by participating in the Appleseed for IT program. For more information, take a look at the resources. Speaking of these new operating systems, at WWDC 2024, Apple announced that Apple Intelligence would be coming later this year to iOS, iPadOS, and macOS. With Jamf Pro 11.9, administrators are able to manage Apple Intelligence features on devices in their organization via computer or mobile device configuration profiles. For example, to restrict Apple Intelligence functionality for mobile devices, from the Jamf Pro dashboard, navigate to Devices, Configuration Profiles. Find the Restrictions payload, then open the Functionality tab and select the new Apple Intelligence features to restrict. In this example, I'm selecting Generate Personalized Handwriting, Apple Intelligence Genmoji, Apple Intelligence Image Playground, Apple Intelligence Image Wand, and Apple Intelligence Writing Tools. Once this configuration profile is deployed, devices in scope no longer have access to these features. Beginning with the visionOS 2 beta, visionOS devices can be enrolled to Jamf Pro via automated device enrollment. Much like the equivalent enrollment methods for mobile devices and computers, automated device enrollment greatly simplifies the enrollment experience for institutionally owned visionOS devices. Following a successful automated enrollment, the device becomes supervised, and users of the device are not able to remove management. To begin using automated device enrollment, visionOS devices need to be added to Apple Business Manager or Apple School Manager and assigned to the correct Jamf Pro MDM server. Once that's done, and the device can be seen in scope of a new or existing pre-stage enrollment, it's ready to go. The next time the visionOS device goes through Setup Assistant, it will be automatically supervised and enrolled. Some features of the pre-stage enrollment do not apply to visionOS devices, so for complete details, be sure to check out the full release notes. MAC address randomization is a useful privacy feature added by Apple to obscure potentially identifying device information. However, organizations that leverage MAC address filtering rely on devices having the same MAC address every time they connect to the network. In Jamf Pro 11.9, administrators can now disable MAC address randomization on managed networks for computers using macOS 15 and mobile devices including iOS, iPadOS, and watchOS. To disable MAC address randomization for a specific network, navigate to the configuration profile containing the network settings from Computers or Mobile Devices, Configuration Profiles. For computers, select the Network payload. For mobile devices, select the Wi-Fi payload. Select the Disable MAC address randomization checkbox, then click Save. When this feature is configured, users may notice a privacy warning in their device's network settings, indicating that the private Wi-Fi address is turned off. Please note, this configuration only applies to the networks managed by this profile. If your organization has multiple network profiles, be sure to configure this setting on them as well. Additionally, because this configuration only applies to managed networks, when a device connects to an unmanaged network, say at an airport or public library, MAC address randomization is still enabled, protecting the user's privacy. Jamf Pro 11.9 introduces new steps to skip when devices reach Setup Assistant, streamlining the enrollment and onboarding process. The following settings can now be skipped on supported devices: Get Started, Intelligence, Lockdown Mode, Voice Selection, and Wallpaper. These options can be configured in a new or existing pre-stage enrollment for computers or mobile devices, or via a mobile device configuration profile. To skip Setup Assistant steps during automated device enrollment, select the item to be skipped from the Setup Assistant options list on the General tab of your computer or mobile device pre-stage enrollment. For mobile devices not enrolled via a pre-stage enrollment, these steps can be skipped with the Skip Setup Items Configuration Profile payload. Please note, selecting to skip a step in Setup Assistant does not disable the feature entirely. Admins that want to limit access to features should consider a configuration profile with the Restrictions payload. Keeping devices up to date is essential to maintain a strong security posture within an organization, and now this can start as soon as a device attempts to enroll in Jamf Pro 11.9. Administrators can now require a minimum operating system version when a device is being enrolled. Supported computers and mobile devices that do not meet the configured operating system requirements will attempt to update the device before Setup Assistant continues. To set a minimum required operating system in a new or existing pre-stage enrollment for computers or mobile devices, find the Minimum Required OS Version menu. From this menu, select Latest Version based on device eligibility, Latest Major Version, Latest Minor Version, or Specific Version, depending on your organization's needs. For more information regarding the details of each option, as well as the requirements to leverage the Minimum OS Enforcement feature, be sure to check out the full release notes. Administrators using Gmail to send emails via SMTP in Jamf Pro 11.9 can now take advantage of OAuth 2.0 as part of Google's Identity and Access Management. After creating a dedicated Google user and project, and enabling the Gmail API for the project, leverage these new features in Jamf Pro by navigating to Settings, SMTP Server. Click Edit, then under Authentication Method, select Google Auth. Enter the project's client ID and client secret. Then click Add an email address via Google and authorize the Gmail account. Administrators currently using Google for SMTP are advised to configure Google Auth ahead of Google's stated September 2024 sunset date for simple authentication. That's it for our quick overview of some of the new features introduced in Jamf Pro 11.9. Be sure to check out the Jamf Pro release notes in the Jamf Learning Hub at learn.jamf.com to review all of the exciting updates in this version, including improved platform single sign-on for Microsoft Entra conditional access, government community cloud high device compliance support, and the ability to create smart groups via the Jamf Pro API. Thanks for watching.